Another iterator that I want to look at is the map iterator. The map iterator. Okay. Now, when would we need the map iterator? So, for example, we are given an array and maybe we want to print out the double of each element. It is even doing this here. But classically, we can do that without the map iterator. For example, for n in, we already declared the array, our array r.iter. Remember, we are showing the approach where we are not using the iterator. The classical way, you would probably do print this. No, we don't need the square. We need to print by 2. Okay, so we would ideally have double of, that's what we expect. Okay, if we run here, we have everything squared here. And 32, negative 16, not squared, everything is multiplied by 2. Sorry. Of course, multiply 0 by 2, you remain with the 0, and 31 becomes 32. So that's the classical way. But what if we want to use the filter operator? So we say for n in that, in array.iterator.map, so we append the map and then we write a closure or an anonymous function, and then we are multiplying x by 2, not by x. This could be any variable. It could still be n. And then this is not squared. I don't know why. This should be double actually. Doing that, running again there, and okay, I render something. Okay, yes. So we have the doubles. So I think that's the map iterator. That's all we can talk about it. And then we have another interesting iterator called the enumerator, or the enumerate, not enumerator. So the enumerate is basically if you have an array of characters and you want to print each character along with its index, something similar to what we've seen here. The traditional, you iterate over that sequence, you increment an integer counter variable and then access the items of the sequence using such a counter as an index. But now, what if we don't want to do that? If we don't look at the enumerate iterate adapter. So we can do this. We can declare another array, R1, which is maybe A. We can use letters this time. Good. I'm getting autocomplete here. And then for I, we are iterating for I in R1 or array1 dot length, maybe. Yes, dot length. So that means we are just iterating normally, and then we print out the index and the value. So we print index n and the value, and the value would be yes, that one, indexing. And this would be, if we run, if you're getting an error here coming from aborting array r1.length. Oh, okay, that's wrong. So we have to use the slices from 0 to the length. Sorry about that. Okay, once again, we call the compiled binary, and we see that the index of A is 0, the index of 1 is sorry, the index of B is 1, and the index of C is 2. Pretty much what we expect when it comes to that end. And you can also do it without using the counter variable, like maybe there are multiple ways, but we want to use the enumerate, and we see what comes out of that. So how do we use enumerate? For I, we could say, yes, enumerate. I love this autocomplete. I don't need to overtype here. So we are taking two variables, I and V, the index and the value, and we are using still the iterator, and then we chain, or we append enumerate on that. And basically what you're saying that we need to put out I, the index, and the value. So whichever is easier for you there, but you would get the results. So yeah, still we get the same thing.